Well, we're 9 days into the new year. Happy 2021, everyone. 2020 is gone. Thank God, and hopefully 2021 will be a much better year. Hopefully the vaccines will work. Hopefully the pandemic will go away this year. If not, hopefully in 2022. Former NBA player, head coach, and commentator Paul Westphal passed away on the 2nd due to brain cancer. The other sad news is that actress, producer, and model Tanya Roberts, who portrayed as Donna's mom, Midge, of That 70s Show, passed away. Now, on Christmas Eve, apparently she was coming back home after walking her two dogs. Then all of a sudden, she collapsed. She was taken to the hospital in LA and was replaced on a ventilator. The poor woman couldn't even enjoy Christmas at home. Apparently she had to spend it in the LA hospital, which is pretty messed up. I mean, who the heck wants to spend their holiday at the hospital? No one does. Now, it was first reported that she died on January 3rd after her boyfriend, Lance O'Brien, told her manager that he visited Roberts in the hospital and said goodbye. Then TMZ later reported that the news of her death was a mistake. Her boyfriend received a call from the hospital just after 10 a.m. that Sunday morning. She was still alive at the time and she remained in intensive care unit in dire condition. Then I found out on the internet Tuesday afternoon. I got into Google Chrome. At the bottom, I see a picture of Tanya Roberts. At the top of the picture said TMZ death report. So I'm thinking maybe it's just more news about her latest mistake about her passing away. But no, apparently she unfortunately and officially passed away on the 4th, following the premature death announcement and an additional report that she was still alive. Apparently she was critically ill from a urinary tract infection that entered her organs and bloodstream, leading to a blood infection that made it worse due to Robert's history of hepatitis C. Tanya was born Victoria Lee Blum in New York City on October 15th, 1955. She went with the name Tanya Roberts when she began to study at the Actors Studio. She was in the final season of Charlie's Angels. She was in the James Bond movie A View to a Kill. And like I said, we obviously know her as Midge from That 70s Show. Tanya is now the second cast member of the show to pass away, since we all know that the late, sexy, beautiful woman herself, Lisa Robin Kelly, passed away in August of 2013. This day is still sad that Lisa is no longer here, and she definitely went through a lot. Tanya was married to Barry, her late husband, from 1974 until he died in 2006. They had no children. I don't know how long she was with this guy, Lance O'Brien, but, you know, then he became her boyfriend. Tanya was very pretty. She had some lovely looking blue eyes. Here's a picture of Tanya and her two dogs that she took for a walk and then collapsed after she took them for a walk. Here's a picture of her and her pet parrot. This was pretty much pictures of her before she collapsed on Christmas Eve. And this is her last video with a guy named Mike Pingle before she collapsed on Christmas Eve.
All right. Well, Tanya, thank you again for allowing us to chat with you all year long.
Thank you, Mike, for hosting. You've been terrific.
Thank you for letting me do it. And thank you, all of you out there. Please wear your mask. We will see you in the new year, and we'll let you know when we're back on. And be safe out there.
Yep, be safe. Stay away from people if you possibly can.
Yeah.
Okay, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. And bye, Tanya.
And also there's a OMG Insider interview when Lisa Robin Kelly passed away. There's an interview with her and Deborah Jo Rupp, who was Kitty on That 70s Show. They pretty much talk about Lisa's time on the show and what she was going through and stuff like that. So
Our Tanya Roberts in our newsroom today.
She went in and out of clinics and tried to get help, and I don't know what her particular demon was.
Roberts says producers tried to help Lisa before she left the show.
She was hysterical on the show. She was great.
Oh, Steven, are you finally tired of freeloading?
They sent her to Betty Ford twice, as far as I know, and that's a hell of a lot for producers to do for a character. I thought she was so talented, and I knew she had problems when she left the show, and they brought her back to the show, and then they weren't happy with her performance, so they let her go, which was probably a tremendous hardship for her.
I just know that when people have trouble like that, there's a lot of sadness.
In May, Michael sat down with her 70s co-star, Deborah Jo Rupp.
I loved her. I loved her. She was so good in that part.
So rest in peace to Tanya Roberts, passed away at the age of 65.